Eric Burgess here. A die is rolled a single time. What is the probability that you get a 2, the number is odd, getting a number greater than 6, and the number is odd or even? So pretty straightforward die probability question. Let's just go ahead and tackle these one bit at a time. So for the first part, in fact, let me do this in black. They just want to know, oh, getting a number, just getting 2. Well, think about it. We have one dice. The possible outcomes of a single dice are the numbers 1 through 6, right? You could get a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. So that's 6 possible outcomes. So our sample space, the bottom number, is 6, and only one of those outcomes is a 2. So there's a 1 in 6 chance of getting a 2. So that's the first part. Number 2 is getting an odd number. And so again, our sample space is the exact same. It's still 6 on the bottom. There's 6 possible outcomes, but the odd numbers, there's 1, 2, 3 odd numbers. So in this case, there's a 3 in 6 chance or a 1/2 chance that the number is going to be an odd number. And so that would be the answer for number 2. For number 3, getting a number greater than 6. Well, let's look at this. So there's still 6 possible outcomes. There's still only 6 when you roll a dice, you get 6 outcomes, but there are no numbers here. There are no numbers in this list that are bigger than 6. It's not possible. You can't roll a single dice and get a 7 or any other number bigger than 6. So in this case, there are 0 numbers greater than 6. 0 divided by 6 is still 0. So this would be the answer for part 3. And finally, for part 4, the number is odd or even. So again, they didn't change our sample space at all. There's still 6 possible outcomes, but the number is odd or even. Well, 1 is odd or even. It's odd. 2 is even. 3 is odd. And then 4 is even. 5 is odd. 6 is even. They're all odd or even. And so in this case, all of the numbers qualify. So there's 6 numbers here that could do that. So that's the entire sample space. It's 6 over 6. So there's a 1 as our answer, or a 100% chance that the number we select will be odd or even. And this is just really basic sort of logical thinking to build up and get these answers. But later on, when things get a little more complicated, you're going to want to be able to identify, what are the possible outcomes and realize what the bottom number is, the sample space, and what the top number is, the condition that the events in the sample space must satisfy. And so this is, I think, a pretty good warm-up to what is to come. If you have any questions about this, let me know. If you are a Citrus College student, definitely feel free to stop by online tutoring. We are there to help you. Subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next problem.